Let's make a dessert that feels like it came straight out of an Arabian fairy tale. No complicated techniques, I promise. I'm Violet, let's cook with me. The first step is roasting. Add the shelled sunflower seeds to a dry pan and toast them over medium heat, stirring constantly. Don't rush this part. You want the seeds nice and hot. As they toast, they release their natural oils and develop a deep aroma. If you prefer, you can roast them in the oven instead. Once the seeds are roasted, transfer them to a blender while they're still hot and blend. I have a small blender, so I divided the total amount of seeds into several batches. If you have a large and powerful one, you'll probably get a smooth paste fairly quickly. Might however had other plans. Instead of paste, it gave me sunflower seed powder. Not exactly what I was hoping for. But don't worry, I've got a trick up my sleeve. Add a teaspoon or two of neutral oil, and just like magic, the powder suddenly transforms into a smooth, creamy sunflower spread. Blend it until completely smooth with no noticeable lumps. And look at it, extra smooth, aromatic sunflower paste made from nothing but seeds. Repeat with the remaining sunflower seeds until all of it is blended. At the end, you'll have about 400 grams of rich homemade sunflower paste, and that's the heart and soul of this dessert. And now let's make the sweet paste. In a saucepan, combine the regular sugar and water. Place it over low heat and stir occasionally until the sugar completely dissolves. Meanwhile, add the egg white and a pinch of salt to a bowl. Whip until you get a stable foam, not stiff, just a nice fluffy foam that holds its shape. Back at the stove, the syrup is now clear, smooth and gently boiling. That's exactly what we are looking for. Remove it from the heat. Now comes the fun part. With the mixer running, slowly pour the hot syrup into the egg white. A thin stream is key here, so take your time. The finished mash shouldn't resemble whipped cream, but rather a fairly thick glossy sweet egg white mixture, slightly marshmallow-like. Now combine the whipped sweet mass with the sunflower paste. Stir throughout until everything becomes uniform. Some people like to leave a little white streaks running through the dessert, but I prefer mixing it completely smooth. Either way works. Just look at this texture, dense, stretchy and beautifully airy all at once. For shaping, I'm using a simple food container, nothing fancy. I will lightly grease it with oil and line it with plastic wrap to make removal easier later. Transfer the mass into the container and spread it evenly. Give the container a few gentle taps on the counter. This helps remove any large air pockets hiding inside. And now waiting. Don't refrigerate it just yet. Leave it at room temperature for about 3 to 4 hours so it can naturally set. After that, transfer it to the fridge overnight for full stabilization. And now the moment we've been waiting for. Look at this, beautifully firm, perfectly sliceable. This dessert is proof that you don't need expensive ingredients to create something special. It's sweet, aromatic, surprisingly light and packed with flavor. A little piece with a cup of coffee. For decor, I like adding a light dusting of powdered sugar and a few all almonds on top. Simple and elegant. That's all for today. More recipes next week. See you next time. Big hug, yours Violet.